Or for those who can, to click the link that they share. So we're going to use one of the tools that I like. And I think you're going to have this one as well. So we're going to use this one during my presentation. And thank you everybody for joining us. And thank you again, Ms. Nga and Ms. He, for inviting me for this workshop. All right, so yeah, you can choose your nickname. Okay, 1 minute, guys, to join. Thank you. Okay, I think we have a lot, so I think we're going to start, guys. All right, you can always join whenever you can. All right, so I'll start it now. So welcome to my presentation today. We're going to deal with video tools. Oops. All right, so for today, we're going to focus on some video tools that we can exploit and apply in our classroom. But before that, let's have, all right, many are still joining. Thank you, guys. So we'll be doing some poll, and I'd like to have a short survey. All right, so in this workshop, I'll try to draw your perception and your attitude towards using video in the classroom. And also we'll try to discuss a little bit about benefits and drawbacks of videos. And of course, I'm invited here for the video-based tool. So we'll try to get all of those video tools. So for today's tools, I'll be presenting 5 video-based tools, which I hope will be useful for you and that you can take right after this workshop. All right, now it's over to you. As I said, there will be a lot of polls. Okay, you can check your device, guys. There will be some questions there for you to answer. All right, I'd like to know your perception about using videos. You can say it's boring. You can say it's time consuming. It could be, all right, thank you, Moon. Interesting, engaging, fun. Wow, looks like positive. Yeah, boring, thank you. It can be interesting, exciting. It can be clear. All right, useful, real. All right, real. I like this one. Authentic, especially if you're using authentic videos. Amazing, incredible, innovative. That's broad, probably this one. great, but time consuming. I totally agree with you all. All right, next one. Now, how often do you use videos in your online and offline classroom? Okay, so it looks like majority of you are using it, usually using videos in the classroom. So that's a good sign that you might be interested in this tech tools that I'm going to present. Just feel free to stop me whenever you have questions, guys. Now, let's talk about the benefits first. All right. So when we have the benefits, why should teachers or why should you guys, lecturers, use video in the classroom? So I've seen that about the majority, 50, more than 50s, usually using it. So that means you can see the benefits of using videos. So let's have some of the theories or some of the studies conducted, and let's see the specific benefits that it can bring to our students. So in the next slide, you're going to check again your phone, see some of the studies conducted, and see what is the main benefit, and you got to choose from choices A to D. All right, Lin and Cheng in 2012 found that some students in Taiwan, they retain more difficult vocabulary. So which benefit corresponds to this study? All right, so the correct answer is letter A. So let's have the next one. So they retain more difficult vocabulary. Can I ask one of the participants, Levan Khan? Hello, Miss. Hello, Levan Khan. Oh, that's fine. Minhue, Miss Doan Minhue. All right, can you hear me, Miss Hue? All right, okay. Now, all right, I guess I'll proceed. All right, the next one, you have to do some reading again. So visual clues to increase. So they believe that there's a relationship when they're using videos and situations. It makes it easy for the non-native speakers to rely on visual clues to increase their understanding of the context. All right, the next one. All right, another benefit is the need to think critically. So when they're using videos, they believe that we're teaching the students to think more critically. So they have to analyze what they read, and if they're using video, they believe that it helps them think critically on what they see and what they hear. Okay, I'll cut it short a bit so that we can. All right. All right, next theory. Okay, Peterson in 23 stressed that language is a cultural values, right? So when it is written, it's quite difficult for us or even for us lecturers to understand. But when you use videos, it helps to understand cultural context in mastering a second language. Okay, Warren Etting, I think we still have 2 to go. All right, 57, got it right. Okay, and what do you think is the most applicable benefit of using videos in your class? I think we're going for B and D. All right, so some of you have concluded that it's B, so it provides visual to help with the understanding of the students, which I think I agree with. So I usually help them if they have misunderstanding or understanding of the context of the video, of the lesson. So using some videos sometimes can help. And letter C is 17, it creates motivation. Yeah, choosing videos that can motivate students can also help. And the last part says maximize content and vocabulary retention. Yeah, some videos are nice, especially if the students are going to stick to it. And if the Edtech tool has this tool to keep them to keep track of what they're studying on the videos, and then it will be perfect. Now, there are barriers, there are challenges in using videos in the class. Some of them are, again, over to. Okay, what are your challenges? Why are you guys not using video in the classroom? All right, so it's clear. We can see here in this table, guys. All right, So poor proficiency with technology. All right, so I think this will address to the department, to the administration, that is to keep more time, all right, to give further training in order to give them proficiency when it comes to technology. So that's why you guys are having this one. And the second one is 17. That's right. So it can be time consuming. It can be time consuming. So I totally agree if it's extra time for you to prepare videos. But worry nothing, some of the videos that I'm going to show may actually save you time. Either save your time or can be consume more of your time. So we'll find out. All right, drivers. And if there are barriers, there are problems, there must be some reasons. What can motivate you to use videos in the classroom? All right, so I think most of you would agree that the greater understanding, yeah, especially these millennials or the baby boomers, they have different learning styles compared to us in the past. So even the very young learners or toddlers or kids, right? You would see them that they are very tech savvy. They have their phones, they have their iPads, and they might be a little bit better with, than us when they are using technology. Like I met a lot of young students, kindergarten students who are very good at it. So yeah, different learning styles. So that's one of the drivers for us. And the second one is need for critical problem solving. So yeah, videos may also be one of the reasons. Now presenting, sorry that's for a very, a little bit long introduction. Now we're going to stick to the Edtech tools. I hope you guys will give a smile. I could see that you are no longer smiling. So worry nothing, I'll give it to you. All right, here we go. We're going to have the Edtech tools. Good news, all of them are free. Bad news, some of them, if you want to upgrade, you gotta pay. All right, the first one that I'm going to show you, it's Edpuzzle. All right, Edpuzzle is a tool where you can upload videos and you can add questions in the video as well. But the videos can be taken from other resources like YouTube. And you're going to browse. There are many pre-made lessons. You just have to type in. It's free. It can you can have the same network with the same institution. Okay, let me show it to you. So this is Edpuzzle. All right, so this is Edpuzzle, and once I type in, for example, I created one for you. I got it from YouTube. All right, so I've seen some of your introductory video. All right, and then I edited a bit. I added some questions. All right, so you can see this one. I got it from YouTube, and then when I got it from YouTube, I add content and add questions. So let's have a look. Okay, so one of the questions that I added is, example, if I send this to my student, then if they see that video, when did the FFL establish? All right, let's say the answer is, okay, when did it establish? 2005, I guess. All right, so you can click that one and it says it's right. So just continue. All right, and there is an open-ended question here. Can you name some of innovative teaching methods employed by the lecturers? So students can give an open-ended an answer. Answers may vary on that part, right? So that's how easy it is. So that is Edpuzzle. So to create a video, it's very easy. All right, discover is if you want to just find a video. Let's say your lesson is about verbs. All right, and then there will be verb and verbal phrase there. And there are questions as well, right? And if you want to make your own, just click add content, upload a video, all right? Or you can use discover video content and you can have it. You can have it here. Or you can actually go to YouTube, search or paste YouTube URL. So let's say I go to YouTube. Everything will be gotten from YouTube. Most of this Edtech Tools. Or if you want to make your own video, that's perfect. So let's say, all right, let's say this one, IELTS speaking interview. Describing a meal, then I just have to copy the URL and paste it. And then it will be there. And then from here, you can add questions. All right, that's how. The name is Edpuzzle. So don't worry, when we finish this one on your phone, we're using quizzes. You can have the slides and you can have the links for this one. And then you can choose multiple choice questions, open-ended questions, and even you can make some notes, or you can have a voiceover as well. And you can also cut the video. So that is the first one, Edpuzzle. Make any video your lesson. So the next one, the second one is called Dialogue. All right, Dialogue is just like a combination of videos and dialogues. So what is the good thing about Dialogue? The good thing about Dialogue is that students or users can interact to each other by posting some questions. And those questions, they can interact, they can answer. It's just like a post. They have to upload a post or post a questions, and any members or any users of Dialogue all over the world can answer it. But if you want it to be in your group only, that will be also fine. Higher vocabulary. The problem with this one is you cannot control it compared to the others. It's but although you have a group, but it's not easy to control it within your same institution. So let me show it with you. So this is Dialogue. All right. So for example, I'm using this one. So basically it's the same. You're going to watch. So it's a news. All right, so it's a news and then teaching about rape season. And then students have to watch it. And then you can see here there are some questions. All right, the questions to consider. Will racism ever be eradicated from American society? All right, so, and then people can react to it. An excellent opportunity. All right, so if I want to make a comment about this one, then it will be seen by the members. So in US history, educators can bring this controversy. All right, then what are the replies? I can make a reply there as well. So it's perfect for homework. You can do it for homework and for further discussions. Okay, let's explore. So I'm going to go to dialogue. It's free. It's an award winning, by the way, and it's I find it very academic. All right, again, I find it very academic. So if you have students who are like majoring in English and wants to have an extra practice, it will be good for them. Let's say, for example, right, let's have a topic about pollution. Sorry, Miss Nga, my time is up. Give me 10 minutes more. All right, so you can see here, some are private, some are public. All right, pollution, let's say this one, a robot. So you can see this one, no question. There is no question yet. And watch it. This one is from TED. Okay, so for example, you want to add comments, just type in here, right? Okay, say what is the most common type of robot? And then post it. And then it will be there, right? And then you can copy this link and send it to your students. You can share it as well, so they can. You could see later that they're going to respond to this one, right? So this is a knowledge question, so you can ask other questions and easily post there. Students or lecturers can respond to your questions. All right, so that is for dialogue. The third one. Okay, the third one is ISL Collective. It's a library. It's an online library. If you want to pull out ready-made lessons, it's all there, right? There are PPT, PowerPoint, there are worksheets. And of course, one of the new features is that they have video lessons, right? It's free, easy to navigate, it's gamified. Cons, you got to check it very carefully. Some are not carefully made, so you have to make sure that you're going to check before you use in the class. So the name is ISL Collective. All right, there you go. So as I said, they have worksheets, they have PowerPoints, and go to the video. All right, so this is the video. You just have to sign up. It's free as well. All right, let's have a lesson. Let's have a lesson about, okay, nouns. Let's see if we can find. All right, so we have here countable and uncountable nouns. All right, so we can go for that. Okay, play mode, interactive mode, but you can also watch it without quizzes. Okay, what does the color see? All right, so let's say a lot of or a lot of rats. All right, bingo. Okay, the boy, it's not there, but you need to have some vocabulary here. The boy, what is the boy? Okay. What is the boy doing? Right, let's say hug. So they have to type in. All right, maybe he's hugging or hugs. Okay, hugs, just the hug. Hugs the girl, right? So it's not there, but they have to kind of look at it and they gotta have to write the correct answer, that is hug. So you kind of have this activating schema, words that they already know. All right, there is another question. Remy gives recipe to Colette. All right, so that's a kind of okay, that is ISL collected. A lot of cool stuff here. But if you want to make your own, of course, you can upload a video and create. So you even have this video source, length, genre, types. So it's good for homework, and you can also use this one as a classroom activities. You just present it, and students have to have to see it, and you can ask them randomly. All right, but of course, this can be also perfect homework. So you can see assign homework. I have to log in. I haven't logged in, and then just have to send it. All right, so that is ISL collected. So far we have three. One is Ed Puzzle. Second is Biolog. Third one is ISL collective, and 5 minutes overtime. Two more to go, 5 minutes. I'll try to wrap it up in 5 minutes. So the next one, the fourth one is Flipgrid. Okay, I lost the connection. Perfect. So Flipgrid is this one. All right. So what is Flipgrid? Okay, Flipgrid is a tool for the students to upload videos. All right. What is the good thing about Flipgrid is that you think I have to stop. There's some music going on. All right. Good. All right. So the good thing about Flipgrid is that you can create groups here. All right. So you can see I have groups here. So you can and it's private, unlike uploading. Sometimes I used to ask my students to upload their videos on YouTube, but some of them are hesitant because it can be public, it can be private, but the students find it, they don't find it comfortable to upload it on YouTube. But when I use this one, they think that it's safe for them, all right? And they can easily, they kind of enthusiastic when I use this one. All right, what do we expect here? Basically, it can be homework or it can be seat work. You're going to post a question and then they have to record a video and submit it to you. And when they submit it to you, you can watch them and the whole class can watch it. So let's have one example. Okay, not this one. No response. Okay, probably let's try this one. All right, so introduce yourself and your dream job. So you can see I have 20 responses here. And this is the question, just talk about yourself and your dream jobs. Hobbies, interests, university. All right, they can choose one, and students can give comments on it. And if I click it, we should be able to see one. So let's say this one. So these are my students, real students, and all right, so that's what you can get from the Flipgrid, and students can comment, and you can give a comment as well. All right, and the good thing about this one is you can export the data, and you can also store it just like YouTube. All right, and the good thing is it's free. It's totally free. There's no limitation. You can create as many groups as you want to. So it's good. So perfect for homework and for project and for individual work. It will work as well. Right. So just give them the topic, and then they have to work in it, and you can set the timer, let's say for 2 minutes, and they just have to do it. All right. So the last one that I'm all right. Refresh. Okay, the last one that I'm going to present is about English Central. Okay, one of my favorites is English Central. Why? Because it helps the students' pronunciation and spoken English. All right, so here how it works. Okay, English Central works by watching the video, learning the video, and then speaking the video. All right, so let's say that I have a class here, one pronunciation class, and okay, I have a course assigned to them. Okay, so let's say this one, it's a course. So in this one, you can choose either videos, or you can also choose courses. All right, so in this case, this is a course. So there are 36 videos in the course. All right, and you can see the lesson here. It's a pronunciation course, so they have to watch the video. So there are a lot of videos here, and one of the drawbacks, you cannot upload your own video. All right, it's just everything is here. So only English Central can control the video, but you can watch the video and speak the lines. All right, anyway, if you don't know some of the meaning of the word, your student. Okay, what is pin? All right, I got it. So it's perfect for pronunciation. All right, I want to save this word, so I just click the heart and it will be in my word, which I would like to learn again. And after the one, we have speak the lines. All right, you have to speak them. All right, so your students will have to speak the line, and the system, English Central, will give a comment if that's good, average, or bad. All right, red means bad. All right, so let's try it. Okay, I want to listen again. All right, and I'm going to speak now. Pin, bit, clip. And I'm going to stop it. All right, so I got mistake with a pin. I don't know why, so I can try it again. All right, great job. But so my pin is wrong, so I have to do it again. Okay, let's do it again. Pin, pin, bit, clip. All right, still my pin is not very great. So, all right, so you see that. So first video, you can have a video, choose a video, and a lesson. These are some examples. Tax, demands, economy, courses. You can go for courses there. All right, what are the available courses? Let's say all courses. Then choose the course that you want for your students. All right, so take note that English Central is good. However, it's limited to 2 videos per week only. Again, it's limited to 3 videos, 2 videos per week, right? So, which I think perfectly fine for our students if you're going to assign it as a homework. One of the advantages of using English Central is the LMS, Learning Management System, which you can pull out the report and if you see if the students are, how are they doing? How are they progressing? So let's say in the report, I want to see how much are they doing with the courses. I click course. And with the course, I can see that they have completed 35%. So it's less job for you guys. It can save you time because you have this one. And also, if I want to correct differentiation, I'll go for lines spoken. How many lines? All right, here A+ is great. So I can listen to them. Let's say listen to one of the students who got listening. So I'll listen to the student Boo. I think he made some. All right, here. All right, so the system gave him A+ for that. And the B1, the yellow one, it's it's an average, not so great. They always have to aim for the A+. And you teachers, as lecturers, it will be our job to give them further correction because still English Central or all of these ones, the comments are kind of AI, artificial intelligence, and they're robot. So you kind of have to confirm whether they really have problem. All right, and pronunciation words, so you can see the words that they have, not yet. Word studies, if they are studying words, okay, we can see that Kimya is into it. So she's studying a lot of words, a lot of vocabulary here. So that is 61. That's the goal is 50 per week. So she got that one. All right, so once again, so we have first add puzzle, load the videos, add questions. Oops. Add puzzle dialog is upload videos that find YouTube videos and add some posts, some discussions, and some forum, and your students or lecturers or colleagues can react to that. The third one is ISD Collective. It's a library of ESL lessons, and you can immediately use that, and you can gamify the lesson. The fourth one for homework, if you want your students to upload videos privately and within your group only, then Flipgrid is the thing. And for you to improve their spoken English, pronunciation, vocabulary, English Central might help as well. All right, that is ISL Collective, and I think those are the 5. So I'd like to Flipgrid, we finished at 1. And English Central, watch, learn, and speak. Oops. Okay, now I'd like to ask everybody if which video tool, which video base might be helpful for you. Okay, 15 dialogue. All right, perfect. So we have a mixed reaction here. So 35 says add puzzles, right? Flipgrid, English Central, of course, depending on the content of your lesson and your students as well. So you know which one works, but I hope these tools will be useful for you after this workshop. And now we're going to have the Q&A. Do you guys have any questions? All of them working okay overtime. That's I guess Miss Nga won't allow me for this. All right, next one is all right. So if you have no questions, you can have this link here. All right, so you're using your phone, you can have it, I think. You're using quizzes. So all of this one, you can access it using the quizzes. And I think that one brings me to the end of my presentation. So everybody, thank you so much for joining me. And if you have any questions, you can ask me and you can add me on Facebook, and you can also you can ask to your administrator if you have any questions. All right, Miss Nga. Sorry, Miss Nga, it's 20-minute.
Your presentation is very informative and useful for us. But I guess that it will take us quite a lot of time to get used to different tools and learn how to apply them into our online lessons. Thank you so much, Ed.
Yeah, thank you. My pleasure. And thank you again for having me here for today. Right. Yeah, that's right. You can experiment on all of these tools. It'll take some time, but it won't happen if you won't try it. So start trying it, experiment on it, and then eventually everybody will get used to it.
Now, please welcome our next presenter, Miss Yen.
Okay, good afternoon, everyone. Thank you, Ms. Nga, and thank you, Ed, for your great presentation. And welcome everybody to the second part of the webinar today. And in my section, I'm going to share with you some great tools to better your class management and the interaction between teacher and student in your online classroom. I bet you know this one. So a wise man said that if you teach me and I will forget. Sorry, if you tell me and I will forget. If you teach me and I may remember. If you include me, I will learn. But in the context of learning online, I think if we give them a platform, they will contribute. Right? So I want to start my presentation with a problem. So teachers, our students are very camera shy. So they prefer to turn off their camera during the lesson. Although we chase them, we force them to have the camera on. But believe me, when we are focusing on delivering the lecture, they will silently turn off the camera. So in that case, how can we make sure that our students are attending our lesson actively, I mean seriously, or are they sleeping? Are they eating something? Right? So in that case, I hope that you will find the answer with the first tool. So in the first part of the webinar today, Ed used live lesson in quizzes, and we didn't discuss about how we deliver our presentation, but it turns out that we have the same answer, the same opinion. So I want all of you to join me with a live lesson on quizzes, and then we are going to discuss. Let me share. So please, in the chat box, join me with the live lesson in quizzes. The first tool I'm going to share with you is how to operate quizzes in your classroom. Yeah. So join me, everyone, and we are going to discuss how to use quizzes in our online lesson effectively. Okay. So in this section, I would like to invite you to play two roles, participants. First of all, you will play the role of a student. Imagine that you were in Miss Ian's class. So from that role, you will see how the tool works. Even you can think how your students may cheat when you use this tool in teaching, right? And on the other hand, I also want you to play the role of a teacher. So when you create or when you use this tool in classroom, you will understand how it is made, how it is created, and how to operate it in your real classroom context. Okay, thank you very much for your active participation. And let me start the live lesson right now. So you are experiencing a live lesson with quizzes. Okay, a live lesson means what? Means that you are delivering your lesson and you can see, oh, 63 students are in your lesson. They cannot sleep, believe me, they cannot go out because according with your slides, you will insert interactive questions. And you see, oh, if student A is participating in my lesson, so I will see his or her answer, right? But if I don't see him or her response, I would assume that, oh, he is not, actually participating in the lesson. So let me switch into first slide. I want to share with you a story. When I first started falling in love with ICT, I was very confused, and sometimes I wondered, where should I start? Because there is, a massive list of great tools for us to apply. So where should I start? So my advice is that start from your objectives. So follow the structure. I need, and then I use. For example, I need a live lesson, so I will use quizzes. Okay, I need a tool to create short quiz. Oh, I use quizzes, Kahoot, or Woodward. I need to introduce vocabulary of concepts. I use Quizlet, so on and so forth. Okay, so think about your objectives when you select a tool. Yeah. So moving on to the next one. So when you are becoming familiar with, using ICT tools, you will realize that all of the tools that we are using are pretty similar in the way it is operated. So all of the tool starts with, signing up. So we have to sign up an account. And yeah, the free account would be preferable, right? And the next step would be creating a quiz. Yeah, and after creating that quiz, we are going to invite our students to join. And after the activity, we are going to export results to, manage our students' performance, right? So all of the tools will follow this kind of, I would call it process or procedure. Yeah, so I have a question. So this is a lesson. 67 participants are, joining my live lesson. So I know some of the others may not. So you are just viewing the tool from the perspective of lecturers. So maybe when you use this kind of tool in the lesson, some students may have problems, issues they want to ask you. Sometimes it's kind of, confusing to answer them. My first question is very easy. What email account or accounts do you have? The reason why I asked this question, you only have 10 seconds, it's pretty fast, sorry. So the reason why I ask you this question, because everything starts with an email account. You need a tool and you need to register with an account. And it's great that, most of you have both of this. So Gmail or Microsoft email is fine to register, to sign up, okay? Let me move on to some introduction about Quizlet. I bet that Quizlet is very familiar with many teachers thanks to its excellent advantages. For example, it owns a huge library with ready-made resources. So if we don't have time, don't worry, just go to the library and take one, all right? Second, it is very user-friendly. It is friendly, not just for teachers to create, it is also friendly for, students to contribute. It is very flexible. Like when you search, when you browse in the library and then see, oh, I like this quiz. And then you can, edit it and make it your own, okay? And then it is very engaging. Students, my students admitted that they feel very engaged and motivated because they are, learning, but it looks like they are having fun. They are competing to get some, to review the knowledge and to, to be checked if they are on track. And this tool can also allow teacher to personalize our students' learning. Especially quizzes can help us have a real-time results. So we will know each student's performance, all right? So why not choose it? I have another question for you. So if you are actually participating in my session, please give your response. You only have 30 seconds to answer. I have 5 options here. Which one do you agree with? I just want to make sure if you all know or not know about Quizlet, so I will adjust the speed or the way to present, okay? Thank you very much for your real-time responses. So it seems that most of you are very familiar with Quizlet. In the meantime, there are still teachers who just, need some more information about this one. Yeah, that is why we are here in this webinar. So Quizlet allows you, teacher, to create 5 types of questions. You can create a multiple choice question. You can create a poll or fill in the blank questions, open-ended questions, or you can use, again, add slides like what I'm doing here. And I only have slides. Please answer this question. Everybody, so just check if you know that you are very familiar and you know quizzes very well. So my question is, when you are creating a quiz and you want to browse and add some questions from different quizzes created by other teachers into yours. So which function of quizzes can help you do this? I guess this function is quite new for you, right? It's new. So the responses view, fast. I mean, which function, not fast. Picture and video, multiple choice. No. So I'm going to share with you about this great function. Yeah, like you are creating a quiz about topic environment and you don't have enough questions, interesting questions, and you can browse, you can find, other questions from other quizzes. So this is the function of teleport, everyone. I'm going to share with you just 4 tips about quizzes. So first one would be live lesson. Second one would be quizzes library, how to explore it effectively. And then the third one is teleport, which I've just asked you. Maybe it was so fast and then you couldn't, type it in time. And the next one would be share link and export results. Okay, that is all for theory, everyone. And let's head to quizzes. Okay, so I am just going through the step-by-step to create a quiz and a live lesson with quizzes. Excuse me, everyone. Am I going too fast? Can you follow me?
Yes.
Okay,
Speaking
thank
speech
you.
is quite okay.
Yeah, okay. Okay, yeah. So this is, please go to quizzes.com if you haven't go there. So quizzes.com and then sign up an account. Okay. So after signing up, and then you will be here. All right. So you will start with the library. You can see the quizzes library here, everyone. So today you are going to teach about, for example, food and drinks. Okay. So you bring the library and you can see thousands of ready-made quizzes, and you click on that. Okay, this one, 20 questions. You look around. Oh yeah, I'm not happy with this. Moving on to the next. Oh yeah. For example, you think this one is good for you, so you will click it. Okay, and then you will copy and edit. So this is very fast and convenient. You don't have to spend time designing your own. So when you edit, you can edit what? You can delete this question if you think it is not necessary. Okay, or this one, you can edit the time limit. Yeah, you can edit the question. And then you can even, add some more questions. So within a few seconds, you can modify a ready-made quiz, and it becomes yours. Okay, so that is, I guess that everybody knows this. So in case you don't have time to prepare, so just go to the library to find. Okay, and I'm going to move on to the second one, which is creating. So there are 2 types of document you can create. The first one would be a quiz. Okay, I will go very fast on this. When you create a quiz, just enter a name. So in case you unit 1, for example, and then you will select a category for that. Okay, in case you cannot find a quiz that matches your need, let's create your own. Here. Everybody, I want you to pay attention to the teleport function here. Teleport from the quizzes library. So you are creating a lesson about environment, for example. So you will type the keyword here, environment, and then you will see that here are lots of questions, quizzes related to topic environment. I click, And then I find, okay, in this quiz, there is an interesting question. For example, this one. And then I will add this. So you see, it appears in your own quiz. And then another telesport. So this quiz, I would go to next one. And I see, okay, this question is fine. I need it. So add this into your own. So this is the function of teleport. So the AI of quizzes will, quickly scan and find you, appropriate questions for your own quiz. Yeah, and keep doing like that. You add, a kind of question. For example, you will create a multiple choice question, or a poll question, a fill in the blank, an open-ended question. So just select here and then add your material in. So after you are done, just save, and then it is all done. I'm going to move on to the second one, which is creating a live lesson. So here, everyone, live lesson. This functionality is pretty new. It is recently updated, and we can use it for free right now. So we are creating a live lesson. I would create unit 1, for example. So type the name and choose the category. And then here, it is pretty different from the quizzes. Because in live lesson, we have to add slides, right? So please look at the left-hand side of my screen here. Here is the space for you to add or remove or duplicate the slides. And the fastest way is to add a new slide here, the purple bar, and then you will import slides. So you have a ready-made PowerPoint slides, right? And now you will import those slides into quizzes, all right? Here, import slides. Please remember that the free account can add PDF files as slides. So remember to convert your PowerPoint slides into PDF file. Okay, so just insert. And so let's see, I will make a very quick one. Okay, so I have this like this slides, this file, PDF file. Okay, so here you will see all of the slides of the lesson are being imported. Then you can remove some unnecessary slides. Okay, and then when you are done, you click import. That is all, and then finish. Here you will see the slides. Now, this is how you are introducing the theory. Now you want to add an interactive question to check students' understanding. Please add new slide. Okay, so the question, choose the question types, multiple choice, the same, remember those 4 types of questions. For example, a poll, for example, a poll, and then add the material. Say yes, no, okay. A poll doesn't require a correct answer, so just there. And then head to the next slide. Yeah, do similar things. We add new slide, add a new question. Yes. So you can even add a link to a video. So if in case you want to add some more slides that were not designed in your PowerPoint lesson, don't worry, just add new slide and then choose a layout here, and then you add text and images and the media materials in. So that is a slide. One of the pros of this tool is that it hasn't got animation. Yes, it hasn't got any animation. Okay, so when you finish creating the live lessons, just click save. Pay attention to some settings here. So you can add a title image so that you can quickly find it later. And then you can choose the privacy, whether you want to make it public or private. And after that, you click save. Let's save. So after that, here is the live lesson. It's very fast. So there are, I'm going to move on to how to share this lesson or this game with your students. So in your library here, my library, in your library, you can find all of the quizzes you have created, lessons, all right. For example, you want to generate this, generate this, and then click on that. You can start a live lesson, a live game, or you can assign homework. Just copy and post the link into LMS. So your students do that, and then you can export results and you can see how well they are performing. Right. I want to talk about how to share, the easiest way to invite students. So when you click present, there are some ways. For example, sometimes you might ask your students to go to this website and then enter this game code. But in my experience, it is quite confusing. So the simplest way is just to share via link, like what Ed and I did in this webinar. So you just copy the link and then send them. They don't need to enter any code, especially for young learners. And that is all. And I will move on to the last one, which is exporting results. So here is our lesson, right? So I will end the session. I will end this session, and then you can see the results, the leaderboard, view report, and you will see the name of our students. Like here, number 1, 2, 3. All right, and then you can scroll down and you will see that, okay, all of the students did a great job. So here are the students who really participated in your lesson. And go down and you will see, okay, some of the students just need some more, assistance. Yes, so that is the way you export results. So that is the first tool. I have finished. Yeah. So let me move on to the next lesson, the next part. So next part, I also start with my second problem. I'm sorry, I continue with my second, third, and fourth problem. So teachers, have you ever wondered? So quizzes can be used to create, quick quizzes to review the vocabulary, maybe, we can add some text in it. So if you are teaching listening courses, or if you are teaching speaking courses, or for TOEIC courses, if you are teaching reading and even writing, which tool should you use? Okay, or you are teaching 3 of these skills. So what is the best tool? And sometimes the problem number 3, sometimes when you are sharing screen with an audio on, and your student would say, sorry, teacher, I cannot hear the audio. But other students said, yeah, I can hear it well. So it is because the student's internet connection is kind of poor, right? Especially, I love this problem. So in an offline class, while your students are doing exercises, what are you doing? You are walking around, right? You're walking around the classroom to see who needs some help, to see how well our students are making progress. But in an online class, how can we keep our eyes on, all of the students? How can we see if the students are writing or listening or, speaking? And it brings me to the next tool, Classcake. Classcake, okay. So please have a look at the interface of Classcake. Okay, so this is an example of, an activity created with Classcake. Let's have a look at this one. So looking at this area, you can see the number of participants in your lesson right now. Okay, now looking at this horizontal area, you can see the participants by their names. Okay, and looking at this vertical bar, vertical area, you can see students' performance. Yeah. So it's very real time, right? Classcake was officially launched in 2013, but it became one of the very favorite tool for many teachers. The slogan of Classcake is making teachers be awesome. So we can become awesome if we use Classcake effectively in our classroom, I believe. So some of the pros of using Classcake are that you can see all your students' work real time. Yes, instead of walking around the room, and now you're walking around the screen. Yeah, then students can help and engage each other. Next, you can give immediate feedback to students, I'm sorry. And finally, you can include text, video, images, audio, and your voice. So it's great, right? So let's join me with a sample activity in Classcake. Please click on the link in the chat box, then enter your name. So just a minute, I'm going to copy the link. So I think you should split your screen apart in two parts. So you will see the teacher's screen, see how to manage this activity. And on the other side, you can, perform. You can pretend to be a student, and then you will pretend to do some kind of exercises that I included. So I will copy this link and then send you in the chat box. Yeah, I'm going to answer the questions in a few minutes. All right. So please click in the link in the chat box, and then enter your name. Okay. So if you are done, please view my slide, everyone. My slide. Okay. So if you are done, please view my screen, and you will see. Okay, here. The students are in the room. I see Andre, Miss Han, Kiều Diễm, Ca, Miss Kim Chung, Miss Lê Thu, Miss Linh. Okay, here we can browse and see the students are in the activity. So if you are teaching listening lessons, speaking lessons, reading and writing, Classcake is, I would say, #1 tool to consider. Okay, so here I can see all the students are in, I would call it participants. Okay, so So you will see my, so in the first slide, you see here are the functions of Classcade. When you need to draw something, please use a pen. Okay. When you need to highlight something, use this highlighter. I mean, when you change your mind, to use the eraser. When you need to add a text, use text box function. When you need to draw a line to, match the items, please select the line function. When you need to insert a video, please click to link. When you need to insert an image, here, choose the camera. And when you need to record your voice, please select microphone function. Okay, everyone, please head to slide number 2, activity number 1. Activity number 1. Watch the video and write the name of this song. So I just want you to try an activity with watching the video and writing something. Everybody, please. Okay, I see Miss Cẩm Giang. Please go to the next slide. Everybody, can you look at my screen? As a teacher, I can walk around and I can see who is really doing the homework and who is doing the exercise. Like Miss Hằng, she's heading to slide number 3. And if I say I just want Miss Hằng to be on slide number 2, say Miss Hằng, please come back. Okay. Yeah, thank you for coming back. All right. So you will see what your students are really doing. Okay, yeah. So we see, please somebody, please type like Miss Mỹ An, she wrote, you are the reason. So Miss Ann has correct answer. Let's see how I motivate her. I will give her a sticker. I say, well done. Okay, I will drag and drop this. Miss Mỹ An, you get a sticker. Well done. See it? Yes. For example, Miss Mỹ Lời, I give you a sticker. Just a way to motivate students, right? A sticker. And I see Mr. Trung Tịnh is at slide number 3, and I just want him to go back. And I say, go back. Mr. Tịnh, I see a sticker, go back. All right. Now, everybody, please go to slide number 3, number 4, number 5, number 6, and number 7 to experience different kinds of activities, different kinds of exercises that you can create with Classcade. And here you're just walking around. For slide number 3, you are trying a listening exercise. I think that would be great for listening classes as well as for TOEIC classes. You can insert an audio file without the limitation of the size of the video. Don't worry about that. Yeah, the file can be 10 minutes long. And you can see that the quality of the sound is excellent, right? And then I just want you to try the multiple choice questions. Okay, just select, and because I set the score, so after finishing you will see how many points you get. Okay, in slide number 4 you see circle the correct answer, so you can use a pen mode or a highlighter, yeah, to circle, right? So in the meantime, I will walk around and I will see my students' performance. Okay. Oh, just try to see if you are. I see Miss Chung is at slide number 6, and then see, yeah. Okay, you can see, and after that you can select some of the students to, to share his or her answer to the whole class, and then we can give feedback to the whole class. So can somebody, you see the hand icon, the raising hand icon on the top right hand side corner? Please click on that if you need some help. So just click on that, and then I will see that, okay, one student or two students are needing help. So I will go there to provide help. Yes, I see. Yeah, please check. So I see the blue hand. It means that IUH, student name IUH, on slide number 7, she or he needs some help, and I will be there. I'm happy. Yeah, IUH said I'm happy. So I would say I'm happy too. Okay, so you say, okay, we can assess, we can approach, we can stay in touch with our students very, immediately. And so we can give some kind of stickers, so our students will think that, oh, I cannot, I cannot quit this exercise, because if I don't do anything, students, no, our teacher knows everything that I am doing. So the thing is, we students feel that, okay, the teacher cares about him or her. Okay, so I would say I will give this sticker to IUH. Yes, Mr. Khang, I would give you another sticker. Okay, and then you will see Mr. Jung is line number 4. Okay, so that is, you have seen how ClassKick works. Okay, yes, it's great. It's great. So ClassKick can be used for listening class, right? For speaking, just hit the microphone, and then you can record your voice. The quality of the sound is great. However, some of my students complained that his or her smartphone doesn't support the function of recording. So it happens sometimes. Anyway, we can ask him to do this as a homework, as long as he or she has the link, so he can access it and finish the task, after the lesson. Yeah. So, see. So, so everybody, please turn to my screen, Ms. Hien's screen, and I will explain some more about ClassKick. Okay. So slide number 3 is an example of circle the correct answer, right? Number 5 is an example of multiple choice, which student does not need to circle, but he just select. And number 5 is read and record. So students will hit the microphone and record. And number 7 is write a sentence to express for writing exercises. Okay. So now I will turn to the view of the student, the teacher. So view work, and I will choose a student to give feedback. For example, Ms. Diep, not Diep. Okay, everyone can see here, Ms. Diep is very hardworking. I see that she recorded her voice.
Page 36.
Oh, sorry. She finished the lesson, and then she even drew a flower. Yes, and then this one finished, and then this one she recorded her voice. Okay, 1 student or 2 students. And last one, lovely presentation. Thank you. And if you want to switch to other students, You can browse here, and then you can choose some of the students, and then you will see how well they are making progress. Okay, so let me show you how to design this lesson. You might wonder, is it time consuming? No, it's not time consuming at all. So, yeah, okay. So first of all, let's go to classgeek.com. Okay, classgeek.com. And the first step is what? Is sign up, right? Sign up. It's free. And then after signing up, you will log in as a teacher. And then, yeah, log in with Google or log in with your, Microsoft email. So you can see the interface of Classgeek is very simple, and you can see that on the left-hand side, you will see the assignments and rosters. I just want you to pay attention to the first two, assignments and roster. Assignments, here are the assignments that you have created. All right. And rosters means the classes you teach. So you can design one activity, I would say one presentation, and you can assign it to different classes here, right? So, so let's start with this creating an assignment. Okay, so hit the plus green, the green plus here. Okay, so there are three ways to create. The first one is you create new blank assignment, and this is where we should go. My recommendation would be the first one. Second one is you can create from a file. Imagine that you have a PDF book, okay, and you are lazy to cut the snapshot, so you can go here to use that PDF, and you can browse assignment library. Yeah, okay, and I would start with create a blank assignment. It announced that I have used 50% of my assignment limit. So a free account can create 20 assignments. And if you reach that limit, you can sign up with another email. Yes, give it a name. Okay, give it a name first. And select the subject, whatever. It's not, don't make it complicated. And then the access, you can put it private or shared. So if you select shared, you can share with the other teachers, and other teachers can view and then can make copy. If you choose private, it means that this presentation can be used for your students only. Okay, so I would keep it private because I didn't make it carefully, so I don't dare to share with others. So here you can see the slides 1, 2, 3. Okay, I recommend you to add as many as you want. Like you can add 10 slides first, and later if you don't use all of them, you can delete. Don't worry. Now let's head to the first slide number 1. All right. So here is where you create an assignment. So for example, this one, you want to insert a video link and students will answer some questions. So you click on link, all right, and give it a title like video, for example, and then you can insert an URL. So just go to YouTube, and then pick a video. For example, this, and then copy the address, and then you paste here and save. And it's all. So here is the video, and then you insert the text box to give some instruction. You want them to watch the video and do something. Okay. So for the text box, remember everyone, you can edit. You can change the text color. You can change the box color. Okay. You can edit the size of the text. All right. Yeah, that's done for the first slide. Next slide, I would give an example of this one, listening exercise. Okay, so in this one, see, you have to insert an audio file and a picture of the questions, right? So an image and an audio, right? And multiple choice questions, 3 things. Don't panic, it's simple. So first, an audio. So click on microphone, right? Add audio. And then there are 2 ways. You can start recording your voice, or you can select a file. Okay, I would hit to select a file. So I would select an audio file here and then open. Right. After that, I will wait for a few seconds to load. Here is the audio file.
Page 4.
Yeah, the quality is excellent. And then you will add what? You will add an image, right? So there are many ways to add an image. Like you can add an image here. You can upload from your computer if you prepared it in advance. Okay. For example, you can add this one. Let me pick this one. Okay. So remember, so for a video, for an image, it's great that you can drag to select the area of the page you want. Okay, for example, I just want to ask this kind of area, and then I will select this, and then I will hit next. So next, if I want to add one more image, I will add another. Okay, of the same picture, for example, I will exit and next and next. So imagine that we have 2 image files and then finish. You see, okay, it's here. We are here. So now you can add. So you have audio file, you have image file, and then you will add multiple choice questions, right? The multiple choice, for example, the TOEIC lessons, part 1. Yeah, you can add the 10 pictures here, and then the ABC. In part 2, you don't need any pictures. You just type 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then you add here the 3 squares icon here. Can you see it? 3 square icon means multiple choice. Yeah, new multiple choice. So what is the correct answer for question number 1? Just like A, right? And you would give it 1 point for the correct answer. Or if this is just a poll, not a question, so you say that, oh, don't have no correct answer, select here. Okay, very flexible, and then you say, here is the area for selecting question number 1, and keep doing similar things for like this one. Question number 2, what fruit is this? Okay, and then you will add another one, and the answer is C. And the point is 1 point, and then you save. That's it. Finish. Okay. It's very kind of handy and simple to design, and I hope that you will find some more. You will learn more about it, and you will see how to design your lessons. This one is kind of very simple. Okay. That's it for editing function. And now we'll move on to how to assign this to my students. Okay, so please be back, and then we see the assign tab here. So we have 3 functions: edit, assign, and view work. Okay, assign. Then you will assign to a roster. A roster means a class. Okay. If you cannot see any roster available, and you can create a new one. Okay, click here, And then you can create a new roster. For example, roster class 1. And then you may select the color for the roster so that you can find them easier, more easily later. Now, please pay a little attention to this. So what do you want to happen in your class? First, do you want the students to see the grades? If no, you don't have to do anything. If yes, please turn its function on. Okay. Do you want to provide helper? So it means that if students need some help, can they call you? If you say yes, turn it on. Okay. And you see that, all right, students, you have 10 minutes to finish this exercise. And then after 10 minutes, you will lock or you will hide. So students cannot do anything on this. It's great, right? And then the last step is to click here and then copy link. Copy and paste the link. I sometimes assign this as a homework. So I copy this link to LMS. And then students do it together. In real time, in real class, online class, it's totally. Now let me move on to the view work function. Okay, the view work. When you are here, as I told you, the horizontal area, you can scroll down, you see the students. And in the vertical area, you will see each student's progress, each student's work. Okay, this is a kind of notebook, you see? So each slide represents a page. Yeah. So I just want to share with you some tips. First, sorry, because it's raining very hard outside. So which slide you want to view? Go there. Okay. Student, how do you want to sort the student's name list? A to Z. All right. Sort according to grades. Okay. And I really love the filter function. So, here you can have different functions here, like you can hide offline students, you can hide students' name, all right? You can allow peer helpers or not, and so on. So in case you need to set some particular setting for the activity, just go here, otherwise you don't need. The last thing I would like to share with you is the stickers. Okay, stickers are here. Stickers. So in online classes, we don't need to spend money buying stickers. And all of us love compliments, right? And we can also give some constructive feedbacks. So what stickers you want, you can create by yourself, I mean. Yeah, so here are some examples of stickers I have created. I see how to use it first, and then I will tell you how to create stickers later. So for example, I will see Andre's work here. Okay, she didn't finish. So I will choose a sticker, say, go faster. Okay, and then this one. So I will click, and then Andre, can you see a sticker?
Yes.
Okay, nice. Mr. Gunn is at slide number 4, and I will give him another sticker. Yeah, okay, that's it. So for example, here are the stickers. So select a sticker and then just go there to give your students. So how to create stickers? Let's go here. Just a minute. So everyone here is the quiz that we are progressing, right? We are creating. So here you can see the star, add sticker. Yes, See, here are some available stickers. You see the pen icon here, you can edit it. You want, like you are teaching Vietnamese courses and you can delete it and then you can add cô khen con, right? Things like that, you can edit. So you can add the points if you want. Huh? Yeah, so here are available stickers and you can edit and you can even add new sticker. You can change the image of the sticker. And then you can add the text and then you save. Okay. And that is all about Classcake. That is all about Classcake. It takes much more time than I thought. So everybody, please look at the chat box. Ms. Mai, can you enable the chat box function? So everybody, are you going to use Classcake in your classes in the future? If yes, please give me number 1. Okay. If you think that, oh yeah, I will definitely use Classcake in my class, please give me number 1 in the chat box. And if you say no, it's too complicated and I don't need it, it doesn't meet my requirement, please tap 0. And if you are not sure, don't say anything. Okay. Wow, thank you so much everyone for a lot of number 1. Yeah, I'm so happy now.
It's quite simple. I
Yeah.
use already.
Oh yes,
Very helpful.
thank you very much, Miss Jane.
Very easy to check students doing on their work.
Yes, that's great. Thank you for sharing. Thank you everyone for your quick responses. It encourages me to continue. Yeah. Okay. So can we have 5-minute break? Just a short break. And then I will move on to 2 more amazing tools. I believe you will love it. One of the things is that as teachers, we have a lot of workload, right? So sometimes we don't have enough time to prepare for the lessons. So one of the criteria when I select a tool is its friendliness, easy friendliness to the user. So it must be easy for me and my students to use, and it should be multifunctional. Yeah, and of course it should be free. So we only still have 30 more minutes, so let me move on to the next 2 activities. So I still share with you one of my next problem. So problem number 5. You are looking. I would say I need and then I use. I need a tool to create a group work activity, brainstorming activity, right? Group work, collaboration. And the problem is, I bet that you will recommend breakout room. I did. I used to use breakout room. And my problem was when I joined some room and I didn't see my students do anything. They just kept silent and they chatted. I asked them to brainstorm and then they said, sorry, my microphone doesn't work. Sorry, I have no idea. And then so on and so forth. So which tool can help you? solve this problem. I would like to invite you to have a look at my some of the examples in my classes. So this picture, this is an example of brainstorming. So my students were brainstorming some types of communication. And you will see that here are the names of the students in group 3. All right. And this is their result. Amazing, right? It's colorful, it's visual. And then another example. So within 5 minutes, I can make sure that all the students are working. And then I will suddenly choose someone to present. Yes. And this is another example when I had a training for, primary teachers at Thủ Đức city. So the teachers were requested to brainstorm some products that are made of paper. And then instead of texting, they will give images. Yes, okay. So all of them participated actively. Yes. So the name of the tool is Jamboard. It is amazing. So Jamboard is what? Think about Jamboard when you need a tool for brainstorming or discussion, group collaboration. And believe me, it is reusable. You just create one and then duplicate for other classes. Yeah, and with Jamboard, you can include sticky notes. You can use a laser point to explain. You can include text, images, and shapes. Sounds interesting, right? Yeah, won't let you wait for any more second. Let's head to Jamboard. I'm going to send you a link in the chat box. And wait. So here, what I want you to do is that. So everybody, I'm going to send you this link. Okay, and on the first slide, you will see my instructions. Find your team. So one team has one slide to work, to collaborate. Please hit this arrow to go to the next slide, okay? Then use sticky note. Please have a look at the left-hand side area. You can have a pen to write. You can have eraser. You can use select. You can have sticky note here. Sticky note is here. Okay, just click and then enter the text and then use a color and then save. All right. You can insert an image and you can insert a text box. Okay. And then I just want you to use sticky notes. And what you are going to do is please share with us your tips to make teaching online effective. Yeah. And after 5 minutes, please make your slide look unique. So I have split our webinar into some teams. So forgive me if you think this is not appropriate, but I couldn't think of any other way to divide you into smaller groups. So team 1, the guest, please go here and the FFL management board. Yes, here is your space, your area to work, to collaborate. Team 2, all the lecturers from division of foundation subjects. Hope you win. And team 3, division of teaching methodology. All of my, all of the lecturers in my team, please go here. And team 4, division of translation and interpretation, please go here, slide number 5. And for all the students, you will collaborate in slide number 5 and slide number 6. Okay. So don't panic and don't worry if Google says there are too many people accessing the slide at the moment. Just be patient and wait for a few seconds. Okay, look how I share, and then change the privacy. I will let everyone can edit. So I will copy the link and then I will paste it in the chat box. So all the teams, you have 5 minutes to collaborate virtually, and then we will find who wins this team, who wins this game. Okay. Yes, 5 minutes for you to go there and collaborate. You have 5 minutes? Fighting for your team, everyone. You can write anything, and if you I suddenly ask this question, and if you cannot think of anything to write, you can share with me your feeling now. Just want you to try the function. Yeah, how do you feel now, everyone? You can answer this question instead. Are you enjoying it? Do you like my presentation so far? So that would be easier for you to interact, because we just don't have lots of time to carry out this activity. Yes. Want to try? Yeah. Team of teaching methodology is doing some great work. Yes, so if you suddenly cannot think of any interesting idea to share, please share your feeling at the moment. How do you feel? Yeah, you can make it, you can enlarge it, or make it smaller. You can move it. It's very flexible. Yeah, please, you can share with me your feeling now. Do you enjoy my presentation? Do you find it helpful? Things like that. That would be easier. I just want you to come up with a product of your team. Yeah. So, okay, so please look at my slide, and you will see team 1, team 2, the lecturers from division of foundation subjects, and I love reading your messages. You think the webinar is useful and valuable, and you are excited and happy. Yeah, you make me happy too. Thank you. And here, oh, wow, this one is pretty huge, so you can. So what's that? I can delete it. Okay. It's too complicated and I will delete it. Sorry. And you see, this is team 3 division of teaching methodology. So the lecturers have shared with you some tips here. Okay. Yeah, thank you very much for sharing. Okay. And yeah, here is the slide of a division of translation and interpretation. Yeah, tips to teach online effectively. First, attend training workshops. Second, learn to use online tools and pick the most appropriate for your class. And third, get feedback from students and improve online activities. I totally agree with you. Yes. Thank you. And next team students. Team students, okay. Okay, thank you very much. And that is Jamboard, everyone. I believe that some of the lecturers here have used Jamboard. And if you haven't used this tool before, and I will give you a brief presentation on how to use it. It's very simple. So you just need to go to Google. Okay, google.com. You want to make it faster, you can go to jamboard.google.com. Okay, so there are 2 ways to access it. So let's just go to google.com. And can you see the 9 dots here? 9 dots. This is all of the apps of Google are here in 9 dots. So scroll down and you will see this Jamboard. Okay. So here is my collection of the Jamboards I have used. It's amazing that I used it very often. So what you need to do is hit the plus icon here, new jam. Okay. So a new jam and give it a name. Yes. And then you can set the background. You can even insert your own background. Yeah. And what you want students to do, just add a sticky note like team 1. Okay. You save. And then what you want team 1 to do, like saying hello, for example, and then you can drag and drop it, right? Yeah. Then you can copy this, go to slide number 2 and paste it. Yeah. You see a very small arrow here. I just found it some days ago. I just wonder, how can I delete the slide and how can I change the order of the slide? And at first I didn't know it. And I just realized this function some days ago. It's so small. The small arrow here, and you can see all the slides. And if you don't miss this one, you can hit the 3 dot and then delete it. You can duplicate it. It's very fast. You can move the order. Yeah. And the last step is share. Okay, share. For example, you are teaching vocabulary and you want to check your students' vocabulary of the previous lesson and then use the Jamboard. Yeah, change the privacy to anyone with the link. So anyone with the link can edit. Yes, and then that's all. You copy link. And then you paste this link. So you will give 10 minutes for this exercise. And after 10 minutes, and you say, I shouted I shout, stop, everyone, stop. But you know what? They are so excited. They don't want to stop. You have a way to lock. So please share again and then change the privacy. And then you allow the students to view only. Huh? Okay, yeah, that's it. So students now must stop writing and they start listening. And that is all for Jamboard, everyone. Okay. So the last tool, I will move on to the last one. So the last one would be what? Let's move to, let's continue with another problem. Okay, another problem. So one of the very important thing that every teacher needs to teach, no matter what subject we are teaching, that is vocabulary, right? So some of the problems when we teach vocabulary can be like we have 45 students in each class, and we only have 2 periods. And how can we deal with, all the lesson contents? We cannot spend 30 minutes just teaching vocabulary. Okay, or another example, my students sometimes ask me to recommend him or her a tool to learn vocabulary effectively. So when you are dealing with some troubles with vocabulary, so which tool do you think about? So I would recommend Quizlet. Even you are teaching some very academic subjects like American and British literature and so on, there are lots of unfamiliar terms that you need students to learn in advance. Yeah, so think about Quizlet. You give the link to students to learn in advance. So in the lesson, you just review, you just check who have pre-learned, who hasn't. Okay, so this is the interface of Quizlet. Yeah, this one you can see here is the flashcard of the term. On the one side, you will see the new word, and on the other side, you will see the picture or the definition, synonym that explains the meaning of the word. Yes, so on the left-hand side, you can see lots of self-study activities. Yeah. There are 3 ways for students to self-study a set of vocabulary. First, they can learn, and then they can use flashcard, and then they can learn how to write how to write, and they will learn how to spell the words, and then they can self-check if they understand the words or not. Okay. So this is an example of using Quizlet in class. So there are 2 steps. Please remember, the first step is for students to pre-learn before the class. So you give them the link and give them some instructions. Learn the vocabulary before the next lesson. Okay, so in the lesson, you have to check. Okay, you have to check how well they have understood. So Quizlet also provides a game. So we use like kind of game-based activity to check students, self-studying. Here you can see 39 students are in the game. And then Quizlet personalized all the participants. You will see how well they are making progress. So if there are some difficult words that lots of students don't understand, we can spend some time explaining it and giving some more examples. So Quizlet is great. Why? First, You will think about Quizlet when you need a tool to explore various activities for self-learning. Live game is automatically generated. You don't need to design, yeah. And finally, it's very easy and quick to create. Yeah, let's spend 5 minutes to learn how to design it. So I think that we don't need to experience it. Huh? If you want, I can send the link, but if not, you don't need. Just see here. This is the first slide of Quizlet, and when you go here, you can see your library. Okay, here are the sets of vocabulary you have created. And you can also create folders. Yes, you can create classes. Okay. And when you just copy this, share this link to students and they can self-learn in this way. Flashcard, number 1. So here are the flashcards. Yeah. I hope you can see it clearly. So this is the meaning of the term. Just click, and this is the word. You can click on this button.
Adapt.
To hear the sound, so students can see the spelling, can know the definition, the meaning, can learn how to pronounce.
To adjust or change to suit conditions.
If this word is hard for them, so they can hit the star to start this and learn it separately. Okay, so keep going in that way, moving on to the next one. So here is what students do on their own at home. Okay, so they can, so I will move on to the next one. After, learning the flashcards, the next function will be learn. Yeah, you see that Quizlet gives a definition, and then students will check the word by just selecting, oh, this is not correct. So they are going to review it later. Yeah, so that is the function of learn. This is now right. So you will see the meaning, and then they will write the word. Okay, so you see that there are many modes of self-learning that students can choose as long as they volunteer or they spend time learning. And they can have some tests. So after learning all of the terms, they can test themselves. This one. And they can play some games like match or gravity. So don't worry, because our students are Gen Z, so they know very well how to use this. You just ask them what to do, and then they will know how to do it. Yeah, they are kind of high tech than us. So this is the link. So you this is the set you have created, everyone, and then you click share and copy this link and then paste to any of the platform. All right, so that is how the student will see this tool. And I am moving on to how to design it. I'm sorry, it's raining cats and dogs outside, so it may be kind of noisy. So I will guide you how to create a new set within 5 minutes, no, 3 minutes, I guess. Okay, so just click on create. Yeah, create what? You can create a study set, a list of vocabulary. You can create a folder to make your materials more well organized. You can create a class if you link Quizlet with Google Classroom. Yeah, So I will guide you how to create a study set. Okay, give it a name, right? And then description, it's not necessary. Then choose the privacy. You want it to be visible to everyone or just visible to a certain classes or what? You just edit the privacy here. And would you allow other people to edit it? Go here to, change some privacy. And then go down, you will see this one is where you type the new word. Okay, like today we learned the word deliberately, for example. Deliberate, okay, deliberate here. And then on the right hand side, you will see some definitions, some synonyms that are automatically generated by Quizlet. Okay, I would take this, done on purpose. If you want to add an image to make it more visible, you can add image and then you can select one. And that is done for question number 1, word number 1. Okay, I think it is misspelled. Right, okay. Word number 2, I would take another word like run, business. Okay, business. Do similarly, since you have a definition which is automatically generated. Okay, business, maybe this one, and then an image if possible. Okay, it's not so you continue doing similar things, and when you are done, just create, just hit create. Okay, and then that is done. And then you will click here to share the link with your students. I will move on to how you can check whether your students pre-learned the set you assign or not. So, I will give an example of my available one. And I want you to participate with me in this game, everyone. And because this is the last activity of the webinar, so please enthusiastically participate or join me in this game. So I will take a set of vocabulary. Don't worry if you can make mistakes, and you will see what if I make mistakes. Okay, so I would choose this one. So in class, I would spend 5 minutes checking my students' self-studying ability by click live, okay, live Quizlet. And then how would you like the teams arranged? Do you want students to play in teams or individually? Okay, so I would ask them to play individually, right? I will select. And select the combination of questions. Do you want students to read the definition and select the term? Or do you want students to read the term and select the definition? Yeah, you can choose one. I would go for this one. Okay. So, it's noisy. I will turn off the sound. Yeah, see, there are 3 ways that you can invite students to join. First, you can give them this one, and then you can give them this code, but I don't like this. It's kind of complicated. You can ask them to scan QR code. This is not the best choice either, because not all students have 2 devices to access. So my best way is copy game link. So I will send this link in the chat box. Please, chat box. Everybody, please join me in this game because this is the last activity of the webinar. Yeah. So So I can see 10 players in the game. Right, 10 players. We will wait for some other students. You see that by sending them the link, they just click on the link. It's easy, it's handy. They don't need to enter any code. All right. So you will read the word and choose the correct definition of the word. And remember, be careful. Be careful. If you make one mistake, what would happen? You have to return. You have to come back. You have to head back from the start. You have to start from 0 to check again, to review the words again. So be careful with your answer. Yeah, I see 29 players are in the game. So let's go. Create the game. You will see that, and then I will start the game. Please answer some questions, everyone, and other teachers. You look at my screen and you will see the students' progress. Okay. Yes. And I can turn on the music to make it more entertaining and less stressful, I think. Yes. See, we can personalize learning. So all the participants are, participating in the. Yes, the game will stop when one student wins. So we will wait until we can find the winner. Yeah, congratulations, winner, Miss Dương. Okay, yeah, that's it. So we, if you want to play again, just give them one more time. Yeah. And finally, let's export the scores. Okay. So just go 3 dots here, and then you can see the scores. You will see, okay, who hasn't reviewed the lessons? You can give some punishment or some encouragement for the good players. So it's 4:30 now. So I have finally finished my presentation with 4 tools. The first one, I started with Quizlet, which enables you to create a quiz, or you can browse and select a ready-made quiz with a teleport. Don't forget that function. Quizlet can also enable you to create a live lesson. All right. The second, I talked about plastic. And after that, we got to know Jamboard. One of the very similar tool with Jamboard is Padlet. Okay. Which is great for collaboration or group work activity or brainstorming. And finally, I finished my presentation with a tool to learn vocabulary. So we are waiting for something more, but I really hope that you will spend some minutes giving us, the organizers, some feedback. So I'm going to use the Padlet to collect your feedbacks. So please give the organizers some feedback of the webinar so that we can do better webinars in the future. Everybody, please spend some minutes giving us feedback. And Ms. Nga, I have finished my presentation.
Thank you, Ms. Yip. The feedback should go to Jamboard on the chat section. Is that right?
Yes, yes.
Okay, thank you. Let me give some feedback first.
Okay, so 3 minutes feedback. Okay.
So we are waiting for the feedback, right?
Yeah. So if you cannot post your feedback on Jamboard, you can post in the chat box, everyone. So from the beginning, Ed introduced 5 video-based tools for us. And after that, Ms. Hian introduced 4 tools. So can you, hopefully you can have your choice, which tool would be appropriate for your, for the subject you teach. And remember, start with your objectives, okay, the goals, what you want to achieve in that activity.
Thank you a lot, Edward. And now I would like to invite Dr. Sang Nguyen to deliver the closing remarks. Dr. Shah, can you hear me?
Yeah, thank you, Dr. Nga. So, good afternoon again, presenters, teachers, colleagues, and students. So on behalf of the whole faculty, I would like to say thank you to the webinar organizer, presenters, Mr. Edward, Ms. Hian, and all of the participants for making this happen today. So during the last 2 hours together, we learned a lot from the presenters and share our experience on how to improve the effectiveness of our online teaching. At this time, while others are still struggling with online learning, I believe that we are among small number of teachers having opportunity to go beyond that. We want to make online learning more interactive, motivating, and effective to our students. So we hope that although the webinar today lasts only 2 hours, the follow-up application in our teaching would be many semesters and many years later. So once again, thank you everybody for being here today, and hope all of us to be safe, healthy, and have more productive teaching during and after this pandemic time. Thank you and have a nice weekend, everybody.
Thank you, Dr. Shah. Thank you, presenters. So now we can say goodbye, right? Everybody's already tired, but after this presentation, but it's quite helpful. Okay.
Thank you very much for your active participation, teachers and students.
Thank you. So people can leave the webinar now. Tắt liền ha.
Chị đợi chút đi chị ơi, đợi chút để chút em tắt nha.
Okay.
Dạ.
So if I don't want to leave, I want to study more.
I was so nervous and
Actually, you are not nervous today. It's so successful here.
You did very well. Yeah.
thank you very much for your encouragement. I did try my best.
Yeah, it's so wonderful today. I can study a lot.
Thank you for always giving me valuable encouragement.
We still have some lecturers here. Who is that? Nguyễn Thị Thanh Như. Maybe she's going somewhere else. I was another male teachers. Trần Anh Dũng. Maybe. Okay, so I think we can
Stop. Okay.
stop. Okay, thank you.
Bye.
This year. Bye.